Kim Huybrechts has just been quietly accruing a lot of money, but Dimitri Bergh, 23 years old today, looking to make it a birthday to remember. And kicking off with a 177. How about that from the Dream Maker? I had a quick word with Dimitri Bergh earlier on. He's one of the players who currently is outside the qualifying spots for the World Match Play. He is desperate to make it to the Winter Gardens in Blackpool for a first time. Not sure if it's going to be this year, but 5 perfect darts to start this game from Dimitri Bergh, but couldn't follow it with a 6. But he'd probably have to go and make a final, or maybe even win one of these events this weekend if he's going to push himself up into the qualifying places for Blackpool. But I tell you what, the way he started this game, my word, look at this from Dimitri. Oh, 69 left after 9 darts. Potential 11 darter coming in from Dimitri Bergh here.
92.
Huybrechts wasn't a million miles away from leaving himself a finish. Lovely stuff, double 12.
Game shot.
What a leg of darts and Dimitri Bergh. 69 checkout in 2 darts, 11 darter. And the 23-year-old is taking the game to his countryman. But Kim Huybrechts fighting back with a ton 40. They've only met a couple of times in professional darts, both times on the European Tour. Once last year, once the year before, and basically what happens is Dimitri would turn up, be slightly overawed by playing, you know, the best player that Belgium has ever produced, arguably. I know a lot of people talk about Eric Claris as a great player from back in the day, but certainly in the modern era of darts, Kim Huybrechts is the man flying the flag for Belgium. And Dimitri just didn't perform to his capabilities. But he's performing to his capabilities right now, isn't he? That is a maximum from Dimitri Bergh. Absolutely phenomenal start to this game from the Dream Maker. Dimitri has a phenomenal record in the youth or development tour. He's won 8 titles. But he hasn't made a final on the senior tour. It was here in Barnsley at the back end of last year that he did make his first semi-final in a senior ranking event.
95.
Semi-final would not be enough for him. But he's on for back-to-back 11 darters here.
89.
Treble 18 for double 16. Fantastic. Decent marker.
50.
Oh, and he's just cannoned off the wrong side of the dart, hitting the bottom side of it rather than the right-hand side of it. Oh, well, that's 9 scored, so 66. He has to go 16 bull, but he hits the treble, so it's double 9. And he pins it. And Kim Huybrechts, look at that. It may be a floor tournament, but it's not going to stop Kim Huybrechts celebrating. 75 checkout. And I think that celebration perhaps goes to show you how important Kim Huybrechts recognised that was. Because he's just seen Dimitri Bergh start like an absolute train. And he perhaps could, perhaps should, have been 2-0 down.
100.
Dimitri Bergh says qualifying for the World Match Play this year would be surpassing his expectations. He didn't expect to be in a position where he could get to the match play this year. He has designs on it. That's what his dreams are. He wants to be a top dart player and be right up there in the rankings, playing in all the big TV tournaments. But he recognises, having only just turned 23 this morning, time is on his side. But with 8 youth tour titles or development tour titles to his name, Dimitri Bergh is one of those young guns on the development tour who look most likely to go on and become a force on the senior tour. It's another good leg of darts with Bergh down to a finish after 9, but it's not as small a finish as in the previous legs, and it's one that he's not going to take out.
125.
However, he will set it up magnificently. Leaves the double 12 again. Huybrechts looking at a 164. That is a skinny 5, so that's no good. And by hitting that, the chance
44.
for winning this leg in that visit completely disappears. Double 12 for Bergh to go back into the lead at 2-1. Big deep breath from the young man. Double 6. Double 3.
21.
Oh, Dimmy. Well, this time Huybrechts misses on the right-hand side of the treble he was after,
80.
but he will leave double top, and Bergh has got this tricky one where you see it down the pub all the time. It's not easy in the pub. Certainly not with the lads I play with. Double 1 for Dimitri.
1.
Not easy for him either. 5 darts missed for this leg, 2 darts missed for the previous leg. Dimitri Bergh, despite scoring like an absolute demon, the finishing is not quite there. Huybrechts apologises to him this time. Compare and contrast, if you will, the celebrations for the last 2 legs from Kim Huybrechts. One where he's bouncing around, and the other saying sorry. Now,
41.
Kim Huybrechts has won both their previous meetings, 165, 163. I remember the first meeting in Gibraltar a couple of years ago, and they both played abysmally. It
91.
was horrible. There was their first professional meeting. They are from the same management stable. They are friends. They play cards together and all sorts when they're not playing darts.
140.
And they looked like there was no fire. There was no passion. Huybrechts wasn't his normal aggressive self. You know, Dimitri was
136.
barely 20 years old at the time. And it looked like Kim Huybrechts did not want to smash him all over the oche, which is what Kim Huybrechts' default
98.
mode is whenever he's playing the vast majority of players. And Dimitri just looked overawed by the whole thing. We had 11 legs of it.
174.
174 from Dimitri Bergh. Fantastic setup shot, leaves him a 2-darter. Looking to break back immediately. Could be, well, it's another 11-darter chance for
58.
Dimitri Bergh. He took it expertly in the first leg. Second leg, not so much. Treble 16 for double. Gets the treble, but not
68.
the double. And again, for a third leg running, Dimitri Bergh misses darts at a double. 21 scored, that's not enough, and now it's 26.
45.
Not a visit that Kim Huybrechts will have enjoyed.
Game shot.
But that one will please Dimitri Bergh. He does break straight back. We've got a level game here. Now, this is a board final. This is board 13. The winner of board 13 plays the winner of board 14 as Kim Huybrechts gurns and shakes his head at the back there. Might be shaking his head a little bit more there. Dimitri Bergh with a little bit of a celebration. His second 180 to add to the 177 and the 174 he's produced in this match. Over on board 14, the board final is being contested by Mervyn King, the number 11 seed today, and Chris Doby. Now, Mervyn King is one of the form players in the field here today. He just comes into this off the back of a run to the final of the European Tour event in Leverkusen, where he was beaten by Peter Snakebite Wright, his former pairs partner from 22 years ago.
140.
And Chris Doby is a man who is desperately looking to cling on to his qualifying spot at the match play.
140.
Bergh missing out on a third 180. However, he does leave a 2-darter once again after 9 darts. This is absolutely wonderful stuff from Dimitri Bergh. Treble 20 for double 18. Staying on the 20s to leave double 8. That's exactly what he's done.
80.
Just having a spot of bother on that bottom left-hand side of the board, isn't he, Dimitri Bergh? Missed a few darts at double 16 earlier on.
134.
Kim Huybrechts puts himself back in with a chance in this leg if Dimitri Bergh continues to miss doubles. Oh, and he's bust it. He has busted it, gone into double 11. And the chances there for Huybrechts. It may only be a dart at the bullseye. Looking at 14s now. It is a dart at the bullseye for 3-2. And he has missed it by quite a distance in the end. Dimitri van den Bergh now. How do you approach this, Dimitri? Well, you're not going to bust it throwing it there. That's closer. And that's closer still, but not there. And that is 6 darts missed in this leg for Dimitri van den Bergh. Huybrechts loves double 16, and he pins it. It's a 3rd consecutive break of throw. 3-2 to Huybrechts, and the top player from Belgium has stolen another leg, and there's no apology this time from Huybrechts. Dimitri has been making steady progress in his senior career. Made that semi-final at the back end of the year here in Barnsley on the Pro Tour, on the European Tour. 3 times this year he's made the final session, about final day of action, but he's yet to make the final session. Most recently making the last 16 of the European Darts Open in Dusseldorf, Leverkusen. Was in Dusseldorf, always had been, but it's been changed to Leverkusen for this year. Fine venue it was as well, just opposite the Bay Arena, Leverkusen's football ground.
59.
To see Kyle Anderson, another player from the same management team as these two, just heading off. I believe he may have just won his game over on the other board with the bronzed Adonis, Steve Beaton. Mike Lawrence has been commentating on that one over on the other streaming board.
96.
If that is the case, then it'll be Kyle Anderson through to the last 16. I can tell you that Mervyn King is through to the last 16. He has overcome Chris Dobie. He has beaten him 6-5, deciding leg win for Mervyn King. And that means that the King awaits the winner of this game in the last 16.
120.
120 scored from Huybrechts, and there's just a bit more of a bounce about him at the minute. Dimitri van den Bergh looking to knock that bounce out of his step with a 3rd maximum to leave himself 50. 20s now. Bullseye for Huybrechts. He was nowhere near it last time, and he's nowhere near it again. And his face could have told you that. You didn't need me. Dimitri van den Bergh, well, he's not going to go for the bullseye first dart. I don't think so. He's gone 14 for double 18. And Dimitri van den Bergh holds out his hands. More doubles missed by the young man from Belgium. But a chance. A chance for van den Bergh. He's needing lots of them. Can he take this one? That's a good guide.
Game shot.
And it's there. Dimitri van den Bergh does finally hit the double. Once again, it's a break of throw. But Dimitri van den Bergh, he is outscoring Kim Huybrechts here. But the doubles, he has missed darts at doubles in every single leg he has lost. And we're talking multiple darts.
180.
But the 180s are saving his bacon right now. 180 number 4 for Dimitri van den Bergh. Huybrechts is yet to hit one, I say that. There it is! Kim Huybrechts fighting back, and this is what we want to see. Two good friends are wearing lumps out of each other on it.
'81.
Oh, it's good. It's good. Kim, it's wonderful. Back-to-back maximums from Huybrechts, having not hit a 180 in this game until this point, but 6 perfect darts to start this 7th leg leaves him 141 for perfection. Kim Huybrechts, no stranger to a 9-darter. He's hit 5 in his career. He hit 1 on a big stage at the Grand Slam of Darts, and he did not hit it like that because that was a woeful dart. He scores 41 to leave 100, but Dimitri van den Bergh once again has left himself a 2-darter. It could be another 11-dart leg. Treble 16 for double. That's the route he went last time, but he hit the treble 16 last time. He hits it
84.
this time with the last dart, so that means he gets a dart at double 8 if he returns. Tops for Huybrechts. Oh my word, did it just catch the flight? The first dart looked so inviting. It was high in the bed, begging to be followed into it. But van den Bergh, double 8. Oh, Dimitri.
Game shot.
It's there. It is there. I wasn't sure for a moment, but he does pin it last dart. And Dimitri van den Bergh, he is in the lead. He did lead at 1-0. But Huybrechts has just had the upper hand since then, simply by virtue of the fact that Dimitri has given him chances and missed loads of doubles. This game is on a knife edge. Van den Bergh looking for his first professional win against the top player from his home country of Belgium. Not only that, but to book his place in the last 16, to face Mervyn King. On a weekend where Dimitri van den Bergh said earlier on today it could be the biggest weekend of his career in darts. He's won a whole load of titles at the youth level, but if he were to go on a run to a final here today or tomorrow, if he were to go on and win it and become another new winner on the PDC Tour this year, Gurney and Cullen have already won their first titles. It would almost certainly put him in the world match play. It would be huge for Dimitri. But Kim Huybrechts will quite happily stomp on any young man's dreams. That is what Kim Huybrechts does on a dartboard. It is 180 number 3 for the Hurricane. Leaves himself 81.
89.
Decent stuff from Dimitri van den Bergh. Leaves the 1-3-2. It's a party piece finish, but he may not get a go at it because double 12 is there. Kim Huybrechts, 180, 81 taken out darts. Fabulous stuff. 4-4. Well, Dimitri van den Bergh, this is the sort of stuff we wanted to see from Dimitri van den Bergh. We know he has talent. We've seen him play excellent. We remember him beating Ian White in the first round of the World Championship, average round about the 100 mark. If it weren't for missed doubles, Dimitri van den Bergh would be absolutely bossing this game, and he'd probably be bossing it against pretty much anybody in the world. It is fantastic stuff from Dimitri van den Bergh, 180 number 5. Eight 180s in this game. Van den Bergh has hit 5, but he's also hit a 177 and a 174. Kim Huybrechts has only hit 3 180s, but they have come in the last 2.5 legs. Oh, that's fallen out the board. That one's banging the bullseye. So no massive damage done. Leaves himself 71. He can see that off in 2 darts. He should get 1 dart at a double at least.
98.
Huybrechts is a long, long way back. Van den Bergh. Oh, wonderful. Double 16. And there it is. Dimitri van den Bergh pins the double first time. It is an 11-darter. He's been threatening to do those most of the way through this match, but it's only the second one. The first leg of this match was an 11-darter from Dimitri van den Bergh, but since then he's just missed double after double after double. But if he's hitting them now, then Kim Huybrechts has got real problems, because Dimitri van den Bergh's scoring, well, it looks good enough to live with anybody at the minute. And just to completely, well, I thought he was going to have a treble-less visit there, just to make me seem even more foolish.
93.
Make no mistake, this would be a big, big thing for Dimitri van den Bergh. Kim Huybrechts is a real titan of Belgian darts. He is where Dimitri aspires to be. He has not managed to beat him in his professional career until now. Both times they played, it was on the Euro Tour stages. It's a big stage, live coverage, big crowds, or at least crowds in Gibraltar's case. As Huybrechts fills it up for 180 number 4. He's not done yet. Van den Bergh can't leave a finish.
58.
But he knows he will have the throw in the deciding leg. It looks as if we're going to go that far. Decent stuff from Kim Huybrechts. Didn't take it out, but he has left himself the double. Double 16 for Kim Huybrechts. Favourite double on the board. And he just gets it in the corner there. We are going all the way. The two Belgians have given us some fantastic entertainment here. Which one of them will prevail and go through to the last 16 to face Mervyn King? Dimitri van den Bergh has the throw. His scoring has been electric in this game. And a ton 40 to kick off. But this is why he's the top player in Belgium. Kim Huybrechts matches it. And look at that celebration. Celebrating a ton 40. I love seeing this. Oh, Dimitri van den Bergh standing up to him. Huybrechts. You can see the frustration. It's 180 number 6 for Dimitri van den Bergh. No celebration from Huybrechts there. Castigating himself. Deserved a smack for just a ton. Because it's not good enough against Dimitri van den Bergh. And Huybrechts, I think he realises this has been taken out of his hands. Dimitri van den Bergh once again on an 11 darter. Now his problem in this game has been his missed doubles. Huybrechts needs to find a treble here to put the pressure on. And he doesn't do it. And that means that Dimitri van den Bergh knows he's got 2 visits to see off this 54. It should happen. This should be Dimitri van den Bergh's first professional win over the top player from his home country. He's left himself double 18. And he finds it. It's a 12 darter. Phenomenal display from Dimitri van den Bergh. He beats Kim Huybrechts for the first time in his career. He's through to the last 16 to face Mervyn King here at the Barnsley Metrodome. And who knows, maybe it could be the biggest weekend of the Dream Maker's career.